Hello, this is Mr. Huff. Let's talk a little bit about the assignment for today. One of the things you need to recognize is when you choose an airport, you can identify the elevation here. So it'll tell you how many feet above sea level that is. That is important for our assignment. So here we're looking at Pueblo Memorial, and it tells you the elevation. So if you were to go to another airport, again, it shows you the elevation there. And again, you can find the elevations. So just put the airport in, you get the elevation. Something else you're going to have to do for me is you're going to have to do some screenshots of the map. So on this side, you see the nautical mile scales, okay? And here you see an airport. So I'm going to click off of that maybe. And if you click on that airport, it will give you some information about the frequencies and that sort of thing. So if you click on the VOR, it'll tell you what that is. So there's the frequency. This is Pueblo. One of the things I want to make sure you recognize is that when you do your screenshots, I want it to be high en route so we get clear pictures of what's happening here. And we can also see the terrain, but it's not real colorful. Okay. Something else you're going to have to screenshot will be the six-pack like this. You may have to screenshot the navigation controls like this. I probably want you to take pictures of six-pack and navigation across. I can't quite get it to fit in my recording window, but that's okay. So let's go through the assignment. You're going to get a copy of this slideshow. What I need you to do is put your name and today's date there. This is solo flight 2. The instructions are here, so make sure you flip through all of this and make sure you understand what you have to take pictures of and when you take the pictures. You're going to be flying from Buckhorn Ranch to Eagle, Colorado Regional, KEGE. So these are the two call signs for those airports. So you're flying from here to here. You have to take off, you have to land. And then you're going to get screenshots as you go from when you set up your navigation. And then while you're in flight, your six-pack and your VOR nav instruments. Then you're going to, when you land, you're going to take a screenshot of your flight path and then the six-pack and your VOR navigation instruments, and then respond to the conclusion questions. Okay, let's look at the stuff you have to collect. On this one, you have to take a screenshot of the map showing where you're flying from and to, and you have to give me some information about the elevation and the VOR frequencies that you plan on using. So use text boxes or shapes to put those in. Pre-flight information, you're going to explain how you're setting the VOR up and how you are going to use that to get you from one place to the other. It needs to be explained in such a way that someone could use your same settings and fly exactly like you do. So briefly explain how to do this. This is a 47 nautical mile flight, so you have some time to get this done, make your flight, and wrap up your documentation all in class. After you've set up your navigation instruments, you can include your nav1 or nav1 and nav2. I should be able to see the frequency and the headings that you're going to use. Okay, and some of you may use waypoints or fly on one VOR and then switch to another one, so make sure those are set appropriately. During flight, I want a screenshot that shows the six-pack and the navigation panel, and this is going to let me know that, hey, he's actually flying and that the navigation is set up correctly and that you're on path. It would be best if it was actually on path with the VOR. Then at the end of it, you're going to land. So you will take a screenshot that shows where you started from and where you landed. You should see the whole flight. If you crash at the end, it erases this data and you'll have to do it again. This is also the high en route map. When you land, you need to take a screenshot of your six-pack and your VOR nav settings, and this tells me for sure that you're not flying and that you're on the ground. Okay? Then there is a conclusion question where you talk about, hey, during this flight, what was better than your previous flights and what was more difficult than your previous flights. When you're done with all of that, you export this as a PDF and you turn it in. This will take all class period to complete. If you crash, you have one extra day to get this flight made up.